My content is for 13 and up or adult collectors of the product. Takara Tomy confirmed something a lot of us weren't expecting, but what could this mean for the future? Hello everyone, and before we continue with this video, subscribe to the channel with bell notifications on and make sure to drop a comment on your thoughts on this. So, as you may know, Takara Tomy decided just to drop this out of nowhere and announced a V2 Remake Set that is supposed to be releasing, get this, mid-February 2023. Now, why this is such a big deal is that from what we were told from different sources, and even you could see this reported outside, we only know that there were releases leading up to December. We didn't know if there's going to be anything else beyond that point, and for TT just to drop that set could potentially mean, and notice my words on this, potentially mean we could get maybe something extended outside of BU. Now, the first thing I want to cover is the general idea with remakes. The reality with remakes is that they're very hard to sell. They already have a very small target audience for what they're mainly going for. A lot of the burst audience will not really know or care too much about remakes. So that's why recently throughout the years, and even sometimes in the past, you will notice that they will always pair it up in some random booster with like a recolor armor or one way or another. But sometimes they have done the remake sets. Now, is that if you notice in the Win Night random booster, who thought it felt a little bit empty because it was just 5 bays? A lot of people wanted your Seal V2, and lo and behold, your Seal V2 is created, but they made sure to put it in the actual remake set, which leads me to believe personally that your Seal V2, which I can't prove, but I feel was intended for the Win Night random booster. Takara Tomy said, hold on, we can find another way to make some money, and decided to do the V2 remake set. And that set, I must say, is very smart for how they did it, because not only, for an example, are there small changes like Dragoon V2 has a black painted wheel and explosion dash, a dash variant of a new driver we are getting in October, but also Drigger V2, instead of having the overdisc, has a painted illegal disc. So TT's not playing games this time. They want to make sure that people buy that set, because otherwise, I will be honest, there is a lack of appeal towards it. But 2023 could potentially also mean a few things. For starters, something that I have been complaining about constantly and wanting TT to do has been the 40 remakes. Now, while I do know that the metal fight system is a lot more complicated to make a remake than, let's say, something from the plastic gen, I still feel it is something needed. The metal fight bays, to me, feel incomplete for the remakes because, respect to the plastic gen, and I hope they enjoyed the remakes and whatnot, but there is a larger quantity of these plastic remakes than there is of the metal fight remakes. And I feel even if we wouldn't get so many of them, just even Pegasus or El Drago, and just getting those remakes could be a potential possibility. But now where we get to the main topic after all this build-up, could this mean Takara Tomy, if let's say sales are well, which from what we can tell with how this stuff has been selling out, seems most likely, even if it is on a decline. Not confirmed, speculation, and until it's confirmed, you will see me do a video where I say someone told me, otherwise no, but maybe we could get something like a BU+. Now what I mean by this is they just extend BU a teensy bit more to do a couple more releases. We could get the benefit of potentially more remake stuff, we could get the benefit of maybe just more slots filled out for BU, and I think it's a general win for everyone, right? If they make the money, it's a win for them, it's a win for us because we get more evolutions, and I know some want Burst to be dead, but there are a few things I still want out of Burst, like the remakes and whatnot, and if I have to get Burst continuing on, I'm okay with that. However, just extending it is not enough. They have to pick slots that make sense for it to keep on going, even if, let's say, they would go for like half of 2023 or the full 2023. What exactly could they do? I thought of a few slots that could make some sense if they were to continue. Now, first of all, we need to get this out of the way. since they had to do this in BU, do an evolution that no one really asked for, that they've done evolutions for, doesn't really need an evolution, but they could do it anyways. Not Valkyrie, because it's been the last Valkyrie, but I think Longinus. Longinus feels like something they could definitely get away with to do some other evolution with. That could probably be for like the sake of fan service, just to pull out. But also, if we remember slots from the Legends election and a lot of the missing slots, there are still a lot of potential things that they could still do. For example, there is Satan, Kronos, I think Diabolos would still be nice. Death Scyther would definitely be a big one. Hell, Wyvern. I would also say things like Genesis. And the main one that I think also could be Zeus. Zeus, I feel, has some popularity towards it, but it feels like something that they should just do. Like, you gotta pay respect to Zeus because it was the dual layer that really actually had like a gimmick towards it, other than I guess you could maybe say like Lost because of the metal. I think these are potential slots that could at least extend for a couple of months. And don't forget, there's the Bay Ambassador, right? They could do more collabs just to extend it. Now, they could do Pokemon maybe. Maybe
would be the ideal strategy.
Would be ideal. Maybe. I think though, okay, now the thing is that if they're doing that thing, I think either way, this could just be spacing until the 4th generation. We don't know when the 4th generation is going to happen. Could be next year, the year after. I just feel it won't be as big of a gap as previous because they're already working on it, right? So I don't think the gap is gonna be too much, and they could just be doing these releases and it leads to the new thing. But either way, what are your thoughts in the comments? Do you think it's likely or not likely? I mean, I guess we'll find out closer to December. Pretty much. Otherwise, that's kind of it. If I get any other confirmation, I will talk about it. Just to recap, to end off, the last 2 releases that we know of are going to be a BU Spriggan for November and a BU Lucifer for December. I don't know if they're going to do anything else, a random booster, whatever, or if that's it. And that I want to be honest. If let's say the thing in February, that remake set and that's it, like, TT, come on. You can just like at least give me that 40 remake set. Otherwise, it's gonna feel so weird how they ended off like that. But whatever, I guess, right? Either way, let me know your thoughts in the comments. I want to end off with actually mentioning something that is an optional way to support the channel, and that's actually our shop. So if you go to our shop, we have lots of different deals. We have a pre-order for the Ultimate Fusion DX set. Not only that, but we have a pre-order 2 of the Beyblade Burst Dynamite Battle Fusion DX set, and you get a free Prominence Valkyrie. So it's 2 and a free Prominence, limited time offer. There's the pre-order for Hello Kitty, which actually does release Saturday, officially. And we have the Rare Bay Get Battle sealed original Amaterios Aero Assault. And then after we have other deals like for the random booster stuff and whatever, you know, pricings, you know, may change whatever, may adjust whatever, but it's an optional way to support the channel. I do appreciate any support regardless, and that's where we're going to be ending off this video. I want to say thank you all for watching and have an amazing day, and bye.